Well, hello folks, this is Doug, Retired Living. Got a little different video here for you today than what I usually make. You can tell by the title, it's How YouTube Saved My Life. And that's a pretty true statement there. And if y'all stay with me today for a little while, if you've fixing to retire, or if you're retired, or if you're like me, been retired. I've been retired 12 years now. So y'all stay with me and maybe this will help you. I'm pretty sure it will, or help somebody you know. And let's get started. I need to start this little story, I guess, back in 2014 and catch everybody up. In 2014, I was forced to retire. At that time, I was 63, and September I would have been turned 64. I was planned on staying until I was 65 and then retiring, but of course that was changed, and so I found myself no job and wondering what to do. You know, I hadn't really planned or started planning, what I would do. But I decided, I wouldn't go out and find a full-time job, maybe find something, part-time to do or whatever, and go ahead and retire. First thing I done was, work around the house and get caught up on all the little things that needed done around there that I'd put off. So I got caught up on all that stuff, or basically caught up on it, and nothing to do. So my brother at that time was a contract. I worked with him for off and on, 2 or 3 years there, and then that sort of come to an end there. So here I was back at home sitting around again. So a friend of mine down at the school system called and asked me if I would be interested in being a monitor on a special needs bus. But anyway, I went ahead and said, yeah, I'll try it. That sounds like something I can do, and I'll try. Well, I done that for 5 school years, and at that time, I had back trouble, before I ever started it. But riding on that school bus and them little thin seats, and I had to ride, in the back of the bus, or not, in one of the regular seats. And that thing had just, over the 5 years, had messed up my lower back. I wasn't able to do that anymore, so I stopped doing that. Well, that was back in 23, I guess it was. Anyway, it's been about 3 years. And so I got piddling around, got me a little garden, piddling with it. Got started watching videos, YouTube videos. And all of a sudden I found myself by myself, nobody around. Glenda off doing her thing, and Chris, he goes to the center every day, so he's gone most of the day. I fell into a funk, what I realize now, that it was depression, the state of depression. And maybe not to the extent of some people's, but it got to the point where I didn't care, I didn't want to go nowhere or whatever. I just was in this funk. I was watching my regular YouTube videos, which are gardening and cooking and, Appalachian living. I was watching those videos, and you know how on AI pops up different videos you can watch. Well, it popped up one of those guys. He, sort of like me right here, sitting in front of the camera and talking. And so I said, well, I'm going to watch that. I clicked it on and watched it. And, he's a guy like me, retired, old. There's something clicked, in my head. I said, darn, he's doing this. Why can't you do it, And I've always loved messing with computers and editing, stuff. I'm not good at it, but I like doing it. I love to learn different things, I'm sort of a jack of all trades and a master of none of them, basically, is what I am. But anyway, I said, well, I'm going to try it. So, I got my camera and I started. Well, the first couple I made was a joke, but I put them out there anyway, and y'all can go back. They're still out there if you want to go back and look at them. It's fine with me. But it got me off of my hind end, got me out from front of the TV, got me out in the yard doing things, and, you know, basically recording things that I do every day anyway. And my wife and I started doing that. I found myself feeling better, sleeping better. And first thing I said, well, I need to lose some weight. So I started losing weight. Well, now, and I've lost 40 pounds. I feel a whole lot better. I'm not doing this to earn money or whatever. It would be nice, everybody wants money, if I can get it, if I can earn it. It got me up and doing something. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're out there like me and you've found yourself getting into a low place in your life because you're retired and, nothing much going on, find something that you can do, YouTube channel, Facebook, gardening, anything that will get you up and get you interested, something that you want to do, not your wife wants you to do it or your children want you to do it. What you want to do. That's the place I come to. I said, Doug, this is what you're going to do for you, not for your brother, your friends, your wife, anybody, for me. And I don't care what anybody, thinks about it, because I am doing this for me, and that's just the way it is. I love everybody. I love all my family. This is just something that Doug needs to do for Doug. And so far, I've really enjoyed doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it. Hopefully someday one of my great-grandchildren or something like that will see a video of me and say, well, that's my great-grandpa. And then maybe nobody will watch it, But like I say, this is for me. But I hope that somebody out there will get something out of this, Don't get into a depression like I did and get up and do something. Walk, run, jump, make videos, garden, paint, there's all kind of stuff that we can do. But that's my rant for today. I guess you call it a rant, or a testimonial. But God's helped me through all this. He's given me strength, and I will give him all the glory for getting me through this, because I got pretty low there for a little bit. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming and watching today, and y'all remember God loves you and I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.